Hello everyone, I am Akash and you're watching Nutshell Programming. So, in the last tutorial we have discussed about the class and object feature in the Python. In this tutorial we are going to do a multiple choice question quiz. So, right down here I have a question prompt, have 3 questions and 4 options each, and here we have a file which is question.py. So firstly we have to create our class, which is class question. So our class name is question right down here, and inside this class I'll just create a function which is def in itself, and I'll pass two parameters here, which is going to be prompt, and the second parameter is going to be answer. So these parameters are not making any sense right now, but that these parameters will make totally sense when I start coding in the app.py file, which is our main file. So here I'll type self.prompt is equal prompt and self.answer is equal answer. Okay, so our class is created, which is question here, and in the class I have just started the def function, def in it self prompt and answer. Here we have two parameters, first is prompt and second parameters is answer. So now come to our main class, which is app.py. In this class we have just created a question prompt. So in this question prompt I have created 3 questions: what is the color of the sky, what is the color of the banana, what is the color of the grapes, and each 3 question has 4 options. So this is our question prompt, these are our 3 questions. Now I'm going to describe the answers below this. So I'll write a variable questions is equal bracket, inside the bracket I'll type question, which is our class question dot prompt, or question dot question. So question underscore prompt. Okay, so this is going to be our first question's answer. So it is the index of the first question is 0 index and comma. I'll describe in the code the answer of the first question. What is the color of the sky? I guess it is D. Okay, and I'll copy this question prompt 0 index and paste it down here. So we are just facing a red line, so I haven't imported our class, which is question. So I'm going to copy this question class from this question.py and will paste right down here. So you can see there is no red line right down here, and comma, just copy this question prompt 0 and paste it down here. I'll paste it down here two times. So our all 3 questions have 3 answers here. So question prompt 0, now question prompt I'll change it 1, and the answer should be what is the color of the banana, it should be B. So I'll type B in the quotation, and the what is the color of the grape, the answer should be A. So I'll type A, and the value of the index is 1 and 2. So we have just created our question prompt, we have created the answers here, and now we have to set the condition. So whenever the user type the right answer, what should be shown on his screen, and if he had just give it the wrong answer, so what should be happen to the program. So I'll type a function right down here, which is def run test. So in this function I'll just type a parameter which is going to be question. Now start the function. Now inside this function I'll type some conditions and loop here. So I'll type for, or I have to type I need a variable which is going to be score. Now I'll set the score is equal 0. So this variable is very useful whenever our user is correcting the question. His score should be increased by 1. So I want a variable, so I'll set a variable score is equal 0 because he hasn't just answered any question yet. So I'll use the for loop right down here for question in questions. So question is our variable, and in questions whatever in the questions is write down in question. And inside this for loop, I'll set answer equal input question dot prompt. So here user have to type the answer, whether it's question A, B or C, whatever it is, user have to type the answer. So we have just created a variable which is answer is equal input question dot prompt. If we are going to set a condition, if answer is double equal question dot answer. So if user typed the correct answer, if its answer is totally correct, then his score should be increased by 1. So I'll set score plus equal 1. So our right now score is 0. If user corrected the answer, so his score will be increased by 1 and it will become 1. So I'll print write down the score of the user. So I'll use the print statement below here. Print you got plus str score score in the parenthesis plus double quotation slash plus str length of the total question he has. So now we have 3 questions. So this is for the total number of the questions. str length question in the parenthesis plus I'll type correct. So our print statement just like this, you got, if user got 1 correct, the print statement will like this, you got 1/3 correct. So I'll use the final call the function. So I'll type run test and question parameter in the parentheses. So our total program is right now it's done here, but we are just seeing the yellow lines, yellow 3 lines. So I have to remove this dot. Instead of dot I'll use the parentheses. So let's see what will happen if I use the parentheses instead of this dot operator. So I'll use the close parenthesis here and right down here also. So you can see our yellow lines have been removed, means our program is totally it's good, our program is done. So this is all the coding. Yeah, I know it is big from the last video, but it is good because we just want to create our question prompt. And if you want a quick revision, so I'll give you. So this is our question prompt where we have 3 questions, each have 4 answers. This is each have 4 options. Here we have our answer prompt, which is where we have just defined the answers, and here we just set the condition in the run test function. So the score is set to 0 because the user haven't answered anything right now. And after that I'll use the for loop. Here we have the question variable, which is going to be very important in our program, question dot prompt. You can see that question dot prompt is used here. So I'll just go to our question.py file, and here you will see self dot prompt is equal prompt. So this question dot prompt is just transferring the value to the self dot prompt, and this question dot answer is transferring the value of self dot answer. So these two lines are totally now senseful, and whenever the user is correcting the question answer, so his score should be increased by 1, and the score and the total number of questions will be printed down here by the print statement. And here in the last we are just calling our run test function. So that was all about this question prompt and the answers. I'm going to run this program. Let's see this question quiz is working or not. So you can see our first question is, what is the color of the sky? Okay, this time I'll type the wrong answer, so I'll type A, which is red. What is the color of the banana? Okay, so I guess it is B, which is yellow. What is the color of the grapes? So I guess it is A, black and yellow. So you can see you got 2 out of 3 correct. Bang, our question prompt is working properly. And this time I'll type all the 3 answers correctly. So what is the color of the sky? Which is D, blue. What is the color of the banana? Which is B, yellow. What is the color of the grape? Which is A, black and yellow. So you can see you got 3 out of 3 correct. So in the last I'll type all the answers wrong. So what is the color of the sky? Which is A, wrong. What is the color of the banana? Which is C, pink, wrong. What is the color of the grape? Which is D, blue, wrong. So you got 0 out of 3 correct. So our question, a multiple choice question quiz is working properly. Here we have just created our object and we just use the class which is question right down here. So just we have used 2 files. First file is question.py and our main file is app.py. So that was all about this video. If you want to create videos like this, and if you want to just create coding like this, just use class and object. So if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up, and if you want to watch more videos, please subscribe our channel. Thank you.